In the news today, refugee ID cards to be renamed. Challenges facing Erongo Education Directorate. Namibia experienced rapid urbanization. Hello and welcome to your lunchtime show where we catch up on current events and headlines. My name is Glenora Shipura and this is NMH at 1. Let us first have a look at incoming news this morning. The Home Affairs Ministry has announced that the new ID for refugees will be called the African Guest Identity Card. The ministry said the name is being changed from the current Refugee Identity Card within the letter and spirit of Pan-Africanism because Namibia views those who seek asylum as guests. And now from our video news. First up, Adam Hartman from our Erongo office spoke to Erongo Education Director and Frida Stefanis about changes and challenges experienced by the directorate.
All right, good morning. We are here with the Erongo Education Director, Mrs. Frida Stefanis. Thank you, Mrs. Stefanis, for joining us on Erongo 24/7. It's the start of 2022 school year. How did it go on the first day?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. So far, what is reported from the school is that everything went well with the opening of the schools. Many of the teachers and the learners reported back. And then we also have reports on a daily basis where the principal should forward statistics as to the number of learners that started the school as from yesterday. It will be on a daily basis until the 15 school day statistics. So far what we observe is that the school started on a very calm note. We know that last year was hectic. We had COVID. Many of us lost family members, including teachers, principals and HODs that we have lost. But amidst that, we are positive and everybody is back at school, and we just wish all the teachers and the learners the best for 2022 academic year. We have our statistics already last year, and if you can work on that figure, is that we have an enrollment, as we said, that around about 50,000 learners. To be specific, last year we had 49,537 learners, of which in Omaruru Circuit for the grade 1s we have 1,080 learners, and then for Swakopmund Circuit 1,681, and for Walvisby 1,947. For this year, the figure will be around about the same. So for this year we had 260 learners that still needs to be placed. We place some of them, but remember that there is a delay in classroom construction. The challenge in Erongo is, and this is what we also currently experience, many of the Namibian citizens are flocking to the coastal towns in looking for jobs, or many of them are transferred, starting a new job here, and they are coming with their families and therefore also with their learners. So this is where we have the issue of grade 1s that every year we are really struggling. As I have also mentioned during the media briefing with the Office of the Governor, is that last year we indicated that we need around about 63 classrooms to accommodate these learners from grade 1, 2 and grade 1 and 8. We were lucky that we were head office gave us the funds, around about 19 million to construct the classrooms, but we were saying that constructing classrooms at schools also does not help because there is no space. We only identified 12 classrooms to be built at certain schools where we will accommodate these learners at a later stage. For now, we made arrangements with platoon systems at some of the schools, and then we also look at where we have rented buildings. We are going to rent those buildings again because some of the learners will now move to the new classrooms that we have built. We built 16 standard classrooms and 8 pre-primary classrooms, so meaning that many of these grade ones will be placed in the standard classrooms, but we are still busy to build additional 12 classrooms. On top of that, we have decided that instead of now attaching classrooms to these overcrowded schools, because our schools, the capacity runs from 1,500 to 1,600 learners per school. And this is a challenge to manage a school for the management. Therefore, we had discussions with the municipality of Swakopmund. They have allocated to us the plots for educational purposes. I should also report that head office will also build a primary school. We will build our own project school where we want to move, especially in Swakopmund, the grade 8s. Then the school from head office will then accommodate the primary learners. In Walvisbay, we also want to do the same, but we have a challenge with a plot for educational purposes, but we will still have some communication with them. If we really have these 2-3 schools on the ground, then I think that the issue of placement will also be addressed. What we are saying is also that Dibasina hostel was renovated, so therefore we also urge the parents or request the parents to move the learners from these overcrowded schools also where the hostel is accommodated. The teaching and learning at all the schools in Erongo region is up to standard, so the issue of demanding for learners to be placed at the second school should also end, and then we should also support the rest of the schools in rural areas. What we picked up is that the parents in rural areas also, whilst they are there, want to bring the learners to the coastal towns, and therefore they need accommodation in the hostel. So we need to also have campaigns and marketing strategies as to market these schools in rural areas who are really performing, and the parents who take their learners there.
Next up, Namibia Statistics Agency Statistician General Alex Shimuhafeni said the country has experienced rapid urbanization, which has exerted pressure on the availability of urban land and services. He made these remarks when he was briefing the media about the Namibia Urban Land Statistics Bulletin, recently held at Oshakati. Tayemu Haidula was there.
The plan has not gone well due to the unwillingness of some key data custodians to fully participate in the NSDI government initiative. At this juncture, I already want to say that by not wanting to provide statistics to the NSA, you are actually contravening yourself with the law, which is a punishable offense of $50,000 or 5 years in prison or both. Despite the above challenge, today I am releasing the first Urban Land Statistics Bulletin, Volume 1, Issue 1A of December 2021. The bulletin is divided into 2 parts and provides a summary of available urban zoned land in 9 out of the 14 regions of the country. And Oshana is one of the 9 regions, and this is why we are happy to release this bulletin in Oshana. The bulletin provides summaries of the number of serviced plots in all the proclaimed urban areas of the following regions: Erongo, Kunene, Omusati, Oshana, Oshikoto, Ohangwena, Kavango West, and Kavango East, as well as Zambezi region. Those are the 9 regions that I referred to earlier. The emphasis of the publication is mainly on residential land, while also accounting for other urban land uses.
And now let's have a look at the inside pages of our newspapers. The Namibian Sun reports that in a bid to recover at least 5.3 million Namibian dollars in finance properties belonging to two of the fish rot accused persons, the country's biggest commercial bank, First National Bank Namibia, filed additional papers in the biggest corruption scandal the country has seen to date. The Republican reports that the Namibia's dry land producers in the maize triangle at Otavi, Tsumeb and Grootfontein, as well as at Summerdown, fear that if it does not rain within days, a good maize crop will not be feasible this year. The Allgemeine Zeitung reports the fish rot case is almost becoming a farce. Following the arrest of Ricardo Gustavo, the Justice Ministry has not been able to send extradition requests to Iceland to cite the same Harchi trio before the Namibian Supreme Court. This has alarmed the Anti-Corruption Commission. The Namibian reports that the First National Bank of Namibia says it was unaware that the fish rot accused may have acquired properties through illegal schemes and vowed to protect its rights. In the New Era, it is reported that the Landless People's Movement Deputy Spokesperson Joyce Mazengwa has labeled Defense Minister Frans Kapofi's statement on genocide communities as senseless, saying the minister demonstrated a lack of knowledge and ignorance on the matter when he made the comment.
Have you received a loan from NSFAF? NSFAF loan is the same as any other loan. It must be paid and settled. NSFAF has a set of guidelines on how you can repay your loan and become debt-free. Therefore, it is important that you, a former beneficiary and a responsible Namibian, show your patriotism by helping pay back your loan and thus helping NSFAF become a revolving fund for the benefit of future potential students. By failing to pay back your NSFAF loan, you risk being blacklisted or having a court order against you. So arrange with the fund to pay back your loan today. For more information on how you can repay your loan, visit our website at www.nasfaf.na or visit our Facebook page or Twitter. Do the right thing and hashtag #paybackthemoney.
And now let's have a look at the inside pages of our country's newspapers. According to MarketWatch, the EU agreed on Monday to take Southern African countries off its no-travel list as Omicron cases in the European bloc sour. On page 3 of the Namibian Sun, it is reported that the Ongenga constituency councillor in the Ohangwena region, Matthew Shikongo, has promised to start a database to find solutions for the unemployed youth in his constituency. Republican reports that the investigation into the events in the farm Karuas near Kamanyap on 27 February last year, when the British billionaire Harvey Bolter allegedly killed his farm manager, Gerard van Wyk, has not yet been finalized. The Allgemeine Zeitung reports that the fight for the payment of severance pay of former Air Namibia employees continues. The Labour Court in Namibia has ruled that the government is no longer responsible or liable for it, but the workers continue their fight. The Namibian reports that about 30 fishermen of the Mar de Cabo fishing vessel belonging to the Nova Nem Fishing Company at Walvis Bay on Sunday refused to be tested for COVID-19 before sailing. In the New Era, it is reported that as part of its mandate, the Education Ministry this year looked into the international space to adhere to the motto of reimagining and recovery education with renewed enthusiasm and dedicated efforts. And with that, we have reached the end of today's show. From me, Glenora Shipura, please do join me again, same time, same place tomorrow. But before that, up next, the weather.